Welcome back everybody, here to a new episode on Survive the Craft. And today we're starting off on a creative world just to show you what I'm gonna do on this episode. And this will be a pumpkin and melon farm. And I have two designs that and I'm probably gonna do both because this one has a lot of production, like produces a lot, but this one in a large scale looks a lot better on a wall, because this one is kind of hard to look at. I mean, if you're standing over here, you have a glass wall. I mean, it's not that fancy. While with this thing, you can actually have like this is expandable, like super expandable. You could just do something like this. You have them coming over, you have another piston like here. You need to have a redstone dust there. You need to have a block there for another observer, and you can just keep doing this like infinitely, like seriously. You may end up with some problems of maybe, oh yeah, I have the tick speed cranked up. Yeah, so I could easily have something like this and then just put a water current just so everything gets picked up. And if you want to test this on a creative world, you can just go here to the random tick speed, put it like to 100, and you'll see that things just start popping off, especially here. You just start popping off like really fast. You can even put the number higher if you want to see even faster speed here. But this is a nice one so that you don't keep seeing pistons going on and off. And yeah, you could see thing grows, the observer is detected, the pistons push it out. And the problem with this design is this, that you can actually see right here. That's why this is a pretty design. But in order for it to be 100% collection rate, you still need to run a hopper, a minecart hopper underneath the dirt to grab every single piece of thing that may get caught up there. On this one, you get every single piece of them. As you can see, it's been running for a little bit, and I think that the minecart hopper is actually, yeah, super full. So let me quickly do this. So it has a lot of, oh, wait a second. I know something that's bothering it right now. Fast. Whew, got it. Okay. This thing is getting locked up now. Yeah, this one's getting locked up. It doesn't matter. This thing is also producing way more than this minecart can actually handle. If I take all of these things out, you can see that it was picking up the melons and the pumpkins, so it works pretty good, and it's actually pretty fast compared to this one, because this one actually takes like a little bit more space if you want to have the same amount of stuff that this thing has. Yeah, you could see that this is an easy 7x7, so it's pretty easy to do, or even 8x8 if you account for like blocks like this and something like that. But it's pretty simple. But this one is pretty much the same length, and it only has 4. While this one, well, this one is a lot more. It's like, if you see a block like one of these, the stone bricks, that's an observer, which means that's a plant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This thing has 14 compared to 4, so you'll get a lot more if you build this one. This one is easier to build. The only thing you need to know is that you will need to have a system like this. You will need to have a minecart going back and forth to pick up your items. But then, there's pretty much nothing to it. You just have an observer looking into your plant. You put a stone brick or any solid block here, and then you have to have a piston on every single direction of the observer with a redstone dust on top. and that's how it works. So it's pretty simple, just pretty simple. You can see when whenever this one grows something, it activates these 4 pistons, and so it pretty much covers every single side that it might have grown. So, and they don't need water, which is a good thing. I mean, you could see that this one has this water current here, but that water current is not needed. I mean, okay, I didn't break anything. If I take the water current here, you'll see that this thing will still produce stuff. And this one has no water. You can actually see there's no water on this one and it's still producing stuff. So I'll most likely have this one, like for my first farm, so I can actually get a decent amount of stuff. But afterwards, probably going to have like some of these ones scattered through the lab because they look cool. They look really cool if you have them like in a large amount in a big wall. Because you can just stroll by and you can see them working, and it's pretty cool. And here on the lab, I actually just started to dig the hallway that will take me to the underwater part, and it will be on this hallway that I will have this farm. This is just a temporary thing so I can farm some more seeds, because I didn't have a lot of them. Now I got a few of them, and I'm actually going to do the better, like the efficient design here. So it will be covered behind a wall, but then I'll have a chest like this one's on the wall, and something like this, so I can actually go in and pick up stuff. I'm not gonna, or am I? I don't think I'm gonna sort them out. I could, but I don't think I will. What I could do is have like a secondary chest that's actually hidden, so I have a lot more storage than just one chest, because the one chest will fill up super quickly, super quickly. But okay, now that I got the enough seeds, I think I got pretty much enough seeds. Yeah, I could do a lot of these. I got a lot of melons, so yeah, got all the seeds I need. So now let's get to building this thing. So first things first, I advise you to choose first where you want your chest to be, because it will actually tell you where every single part of the farm will be. So if you have this thing here, it means that you need to have hoppers going in from here, and you actually need to leave one gap, at least one gap, because you will need to have a block here that will have a powered rail, which you can power with a lever from here. But yeah, the first step is decide where your chest will be. Then what you need to do is place down the dirt platform, because this will pretty much give you an idea of how tall this thing can be. And as you can see, I had to dug an extra hole so I can actually go up there and do the redstone work. Then you have to decide on how you're going to plant them, because this thing is actually important, because you can get a lot more things if you plant them the right way. What's the right way? The right way is doing on a crisp pattern. Imagine if I start here and I place down, you say, a pumpkin seed, this one will be a melon seed. This will be a pumpkin, this will be a melon, this will be a pumpkin, this will be a melon. And this is how this thing works. So if this thing is a pumpkin seed, you'll leave one gap, and you can do them easily like this. If it's easier for you to understand, you can actually look at them with rows, and look them like rows. If you have like a row of pumpkins here, you have a row of melons here, pumpkins, melons, and so forth. But the thing that makes them grow faster is the fact that they are on a diagonal crisscross pattern, like 1 2 1 2 1 2. For some reason the code makes them grow faster like this. This happens exactly the same like in Java. So if I have a pumpkin here, I leave a gap, and I leave another gap, and I have pumpkin. then I do the same here. If I have a melon here, this means there's a melon here and a melon here. So melon, melon. And now I'll pretty much do the same thing for all of this. And to put down the observers, you could do something like this, you know, where you cover up every single dirt block with cobblestone or any other block for that matter, and you just go on top of these and you just place the observers looking into the plants. That's pretty easy. And I just realized I've been playing without sound, so I just turned the sound on. I need to take that thing off, and you can even go like this, and it's easier this way. Then what you want to be doing is also have your redstone with you. And then you need to break all of these blocks that are right here, you know, because that's where the plants should be growing. So if I go like here, I finish this row. I mean, you only need one technically. You don't need all of those. Just use all of those just so you guys could have an easier example there. Yeah. So if you put one, you can just use that one to go everywhere. Now you just break these. This is where things should be growing. Like this. And then you also want to go underneath the dirt platform for an easier way to place down the pistons. So there's a few more here that I need to break. Okay, I think that's all of them. I can drop down here. So what you want to be doing with your piston is pretty simple. You go underneath the platform, like here, and you want to break all of these where the things should be growing. It will grow here, one here, you know, like here, these ones. You need to break these ones, so you know that this one you can break. You know that pretty much on a crisscross line again. This one, no, bad llama. This one, then we got this one, right? Yeah, right. And this one, you need to pretty much dig up all the ones that do not have plants on them, as you can see. And you do this because you want to have an easier access to these observers, because these observers actually let you place the pistons perfectly. Like this. And here I don't need. And like this. Not like that. Not like this. You want them all to be facing downwards. So if I go here, yeah, perfect. And you can actually use all of these. Like if I go to this corner, you see, I can look here and put this one. I can look here and put this one. Here I haven't broken the dirt. Yeah, here. And if I go forward, I have here to place. Oh, not to. Let me just grab this thing. Go here. I have this one. This allows you to easily place all the pistons perfectly. After all the pistons are in place, you can just cover every single dirt block back. And you want to get on top of these and place a solid block on top of each observer. Because this is what's going to be powering your redstone dusts. And you know, just so that I don't forget, I think I'm actually going to start with a redstone dust. Because I don't have a lot of space above it. You can do this out in the open. You don't need to do this in a cave. If you do this out in the open, it's easier for you to see stuff. So I don't want to break any further up because I have water here. So I don't want to destroy all the redstone. Oh, and boom! This thing is now completely done. The only thing oh, you just saw that thing triggers. It will trigger whenever, let me just go further here so I can put the torch. Yeah, this thing will trigger while the plants are growing. You know, every time the like this one grew, pistons activated. That's a good sign. You know that this thing is working while you don't yet have any crops growing, you know, because they need to fully grow before they start producing stuff. Now on to the collection system. I mean, I'm not even going to bother like telling you how to build this thing because you guys pretty much already know this because it's pretty simple. So that's the hardest part would most likely be understanding how this thing works, but the collection system, you do this for pretty much every single farm, so that's not even a big deal. And boom, I would just want to check that he goes all the way and he comes back. Boom, it's perfect. Goes all the way, he comes back, and I think I have like a bone meal here, so I could even just come up here. Like, yeah, you see, this thing grows, it triggers. This thing grows, it triggers. Wait, why? I think I'm missing some redstone. I'm missing a redstone here and a redstone here, I think. And here? That one has, so I'm missing a couple redstone blocks. So let me get up top real quick. Oh god, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, it's good that I did this. I'm missing a few redstone dust here. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one there as well. So now everything should be perfect. I should not have to bother with anything else. And I can just keep growing them. Yeah, they all trigger. That's good. This one is trickier. Okay, got it. So this is just so I can actually start getting a production out of this thing. I want to close this thing off, and this is entirely done. Now I need to decorate this thing, and that's gonna be hard because I need to get a lot of resources just for this little piece of tunnel. It takes like what, 5 stacks of this thing? I really need to get a better way of doing these things. And well, if you're here for the video thumbnail, yes, I actually did it. I flooded my ravine. It's completely encased in water, and I love how it looks. Like, still zombies, still some zombies there, but I just love the feeling that you get, and I still will be decorating the walls here and the walls beneath. And I just wanted to check one more thing. I mean, I'm going to show you how it looks on the inside. The only thing is like the water fog. Is that a thing? The water fog? Yeah, kind of. Because when you're in water, you don't have perfect vision. And I need my bow. Don't annoy me. Yeah, as you can see, I have a conduit power because there's a conduit down there. That I needed to install so it will make this thing easier. Yeah, I flooded the entire ravine all the way down to here. I even flooded the beacon, which is actually quite funny. And let me actually show you. Kill this guy. Yeah, as you can see, this is what I meant by the water fog. I don't know why this thing is so thick. But what I wanted to test is what happens if I go down here to stone and just bone meal. Nothing. What happens if I do it on gravel? Oh, it grows. Okay, so I will be needing to replace, I mean, wherever I wanna plant stuff, yeah. Whenever I wanna plant stuff and do things, I need to replace this most likely with sand. And I've even thinking red sand. I have quite a decent amount of red sand, but I can get more if I need to. I have quite a decent amount back in the the village. And speaking of the village, for one of the next episodes, I'm actually going to work on it and actually improve it. There's a couple of things that I like to do there, but I'll talk to it when I get there, not right now. For this, I mean, it took quite a while. This video was already supposed to have gone out, but I just got like mentally drained, which is quite funny because I'm actually putting water, not draining water. But okay, and it's actually took me quite a while to do. And the hardest part is like this thing is so annoying. Like these gaps keep appearing from out of nowhere, like places where I forgot to put water, and I had to go like all the way to a natural water source. Because if I take a water bucket out of here, it will leave a gap like flowing water, and I don't want that. So I would have to run all the way up to here, grab like 1 or 2 water buckets, and I need to put sand there as well. I grab 1 or 2 water buckets, run all the way back, and then just come down here and place it there, and boom, it's gone. And like I have another one. There's still like gaps like these, like this one, where I can actually stand like perfectly. And I think there's another one here. Yeah. And then there's gaps like this one. Come on, can I get in? Oh, I can. Yeah, like this one, which I'm not even gonna bother to cover up. I just put it some torches in. Yeah, as you can see, this thing goes quite deep actually. I may just wanna add like this thing here, just to prevent spawns down there at the beacon. I think it hasn't quite reached. Yeah, now it's reached. But yeah, this is it. It takes quite a while. I don't advise anyone who wants to keep his mental health to do this. And guess what? My next project for one of my next episodes, maybe the next one, will be draining water. Yay, I just filled the thing with water and now I'm gonna drain another one. How cool is that? Uh, basically, I want a guardian farm, and I want to use this guardian temple as a possible like outpost sort of thing. Oh, I actually have an island here. I kind of want to use this thing like a sort of a mini base. I want to have like a decent, massive storage, so I can actually have loads of drops from this farm. This thing pumps a lot of experience. I will actually show this on another episode from Breaking Bedrock. Yeah, this farm, a guardian farm, is just amazing. I only cleared the top, but I'm most likely going to restore it as soon as I get some drops from this thing. So I will be draining the entirety of this thing and probably destroying all the walls. Just make like a huge empty room, most likely. But yeah, that's for another episode. Not right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Tell me down in the comments what you think of it. I know it may have been a long one, sort of. I mean, for me, it was painfully long. That's why it's raining and nighttime. It's always raining and nighttime in my videos, apparently. Always. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below what you think of it. Don't forget to subscribe and click that like button. What? Like button. Yeah. And yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.